get from a little. I know you're terrified about what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave to lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Keep up with your friends thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, roll with me now, we running wild. Hey, and nobody game, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, hey. Roll with me now, we running wild. Hey, ain't nobody gang, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both quarterbacks have. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. And, Charles, we saw Larry focus on the tight end matchup in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Here's Weems to return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the third overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
Always knew he'd be a gym rat, very cerebral player, a guy that beats you with his mind as well as his physical attributes. But the best part, poise under pressure. He knows how to bring a team back in the fourth quarter.
They come up in an offset eye. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on fourth down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Spinning past him. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're left.
And those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
The tight end Luke Wilson was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production. And that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 64 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. Oh, with a juke. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it actually serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Michael Bennett is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You've got a problem.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down. Third and 2, now Ryan. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
The starting defense for the Falcons.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose #1 task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 1st down.
Throwing is Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. One receiver left, 2 to the right. To throw again is Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. Completes it to Marcel Reese. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Wilson going to give to Rawls. And a cut to the left sideline. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run down here with Procise. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On the ground, rolls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas rolls, taking it in. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 1 quarter down. It's the Seahawks on top here early. We'll be back to Seattle right after this. Here's Hauschkin to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Connects with Sanu right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
After reviewing the play, the number on the field is reversed.
6 yards to go here on second down. On second down, Ryan. He's got time. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
On third down, Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. To throw again is Ryan. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They run. Devontae Freeman. Oh, spinning away. Still on his feet. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And there he had to break multiple tackles to earn that touchdown. Bottom line, he earned that touchdown.
Indeed he did. That was pretty much a get-off-of-me run and all the way into the end zone.
And that one makes it 14-7. Five plays there on that drive. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They come out here in the eye. They start on the ground with Rolls. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Wilson again to Rolls. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson surveying the field. And this is going to be incomplete. C.J. Procise was the intended target. And it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Canadian-born punter John Ryan to kick it away for Seattle. Back deep for the Falcons is Eric Weems. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks defense working their way back out onto the field. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
Well, sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. Now Ryan on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Ryan now off the bootleg. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground, get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got four down.
Again, Wilson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Falcons grab it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Second down, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bobby Wagner. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Third down, Ryan. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. Both teams have arguably played well enough to be leading at this point, but you see the score and realize this one may very well come down to the wire. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Seahawks with the football early first. Lockett's found on the quick pass, and it leads to a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. down, inches to go. They'll go to the ground here, and he cap off the 8-play drive with the touchdown. That puts them up by 2 touchdowns. Falcons line up now at midfield. Run play here, and the ball comes out. He'd make it count, running for 16 yards on the play. Now following the fumble, Freeman's going to shift out to the right side, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown, cutting the deficit to 7. Offense out now following the INT. Jones is going to jar the ball loose on the sack. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles.